Get ready for entering our fourth quarter of 2022. It's time to start thinking about our future, the future of our business, and what you want for 2023. How are you doing? What is your vision? How would you like to impact others next year and go and beyond? And are you ready to grow in a bigger way? Well, today we're going to discuss how Women Speakers Association's Global Business Connector program is just the leverage that women are using to grow their visibility, get the business development training they need, and attract more leads and prospects to them. So welcome, Gail and Michela. Gail is our founder of Women Speakers Association, and Michela is our Global Operations and Training Director, here to talk to you about the Global Business Director program, Global Business Connector program. Hi, Gail. Tell us about how was this born? What was the vision for the Global Business Connector program?
Well, first of all, hi, everybody. Good to see you. And this has evolved over a course of time, and it really has come from a lot of member conversations over the years. So as you know, we are a community that spans out with reach in over 120 countries. And one of the greatest roles that I get to play is just get to have conversations with members all over the world, women from all over the world. And it's from that time where we a common thread that ran through all our conversations was the need for connection, more connection. So yes, it's great we're online. Yes, it's great that we can see each other and get the skills and learn how to leverage Women Speakers Association for more visibility. But what members were really wanting to have happen was a couple of things. They wanted more connection, and two, they were wanting a lot more visibility for themselves. So it has been through a few different tests and trials to really fine tune this program to make it what it is today. So we're really, really excited about that. But going back to just one vision that I remember sitting at my desk one day, and after some conversations, I just think how remarkable some of the women that I get to talk to and hear their stories. And I wish that everybody could hear their stories. And this vision of a page on our website with women's faces from all over the world came to me. And it was almost like this United Nations of women. Like, these are our leaders. These are the ones who'd be our connectors. These are the ones who would provide and help provide access for the women in their countries. So it was from that vision, it has evolved with a great leadership team that we have and member input that we've been able to put this program together. And I'd like to, if you haven't already met Michela Quilici, I'd like to introduce you to her now. She can go more in depth with what a Global Business Connector is all about. And she is a mastermind in terms of behind the curtain on this, with developing a phenomenal operations manual, setting the stage, working with all the Global Business Connectors. So I'd love to introduce you to Michela.
Thank you, Gail. So good to be here with all of you today. Thanks for having us, Laura. We're excited for this conversation.
So Michela, tell us, what is a Global Business Connector?
Such a good question. So the Global Business Connector program is actually a brand positioning and leverage program. And it's got a tremendous impact on the connectors, both personally and professionally. And so a Global Business Connector who steps up into the program, these are actually women who are premier members of Women Speakers Association. So just like you, they have identified themselves as a woman who wants to really step into more of that visibility role, and step into actually the global leadership team inside our community at Women Speakers Association. So she represents her city or her region or her country in some cases as a global business connector. And her role really is to connect our premier members to tools, resources, trainings, other members of the community. And she connects both locally, her local community to the global community, and the global community to the local community. And she provides an access point, or a bridge, as we like to say, to provide these resources and just give access to the platforms and all the different experiences we have inside the community for women to really grow themselves, grow their businesses, grow their impact. And so as a connector, you'll do a lot of things inside the program. You will have access to a number of other global business connectors all around the world. So there's a peer-to-peer support community element to it. You will mastermind, you will get training, you will host events, you will learn different strategies and techniques for filling a room, generating opportunities for your business, follow-up strategies. So it's very rich. This program has really developed into something that is super dynamic, super rich, and it's growing and evolving. And we're always looking for more opportunities to provide the global business connectors with added exposure. We have some connectors now going into their third and even fourth year in this program. So we're really excited about how they are really showing us what they need. And so we developed the program out of those needs, and so we're really excited about what's to come.
Wow, that is so rich, like you said, that we have these global business connectors, these women who have stepped up and said, yes, I want more visibility. Yes, I want to create more connections throughout the world. And we have a program to do that. So who would make a great global business connector?
Yeah, great question. So this is a woman who really knows that she's at the edge, or really stepping into and ready to step into what's next for her. She knows that there's something bigger out there for her. This is for you if you're a natural connector, if you love building relationships, maybe you're already doing it, you are already growing a community or want to grow a community, you're aligned to our vision with Women Speakers Association, and you love supporting women, and you're really intentional about growing your business, and you're really looking for front of the room exposure. You know the power of being at the front of the room rather than being in the room, and also you understand the power of leverage, how to really tap into systems and a community and a structure and a reach that is already built in, that we've been building and growing since 2011, and really knows how to tap into that. So that is those are just some of the key indicators. You know, the bottom line is, if you want more awareness, if you want more visibility to your products and services, if you're looking for more leads, more opportunities, and more time at the front of the room, then this is an opportunity that you're going to want to look into and really learn more about.
It's really what I'm hearing, like a leadership position. If you want a leadership position in an organization, it's also a credibility piece for people, for women leaders, to say, hey, I'm in this leadership role, and then they get trained in it too. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of time spent masterminding. There's a lot of time spent supporting each other, empowering each other, cheering each other on, and having that cohort within that leadership, being on a leadership team. So I love that. It's like so exciting, right?
Absolutely. And you know what we also find, Laura, is that I think you said something earlier that just triggered this, is the title of Global Business Connector. It is a door opener. And so what we have found is that, you know, we take our connectors through a 12-week onboarding training program. And as part of that onboarding and training, you know, we help them, you know, kind of launch them right into the community so that they're positioned well, so that they're positioned to be seen, they're positioned as an expert. We have them claim their expertise. We work on their bio. We have them, you know, update all their social media profiles with their title of Global Business Connector. And it's incredible what 3 seemingly little words could do to change and shift the perception. And what we have found is that when, they really use that title and own that title, people come out of the woodwork and say, well, what are you up to? And what's a global business connector? And what are you doing now? And I see you've stepped into this leadership role. And what is this about? And all of a sudden they start getting, people reaching out to them, wanting to know more. And so it's a door opener, and it is, it's an attraction factor, which in today's day and age, right, we know how noisy it is out there and how difficult it is to get attention. And so we find that with this leadership position and this role, just by the nature of what it is, it makes people look at you, and see you. And that's exactly what we want them to do.
Well, it's a credibility builder is what I'm hearing, right? Yeah. And that builds trust, and that builds more interest and intrigue, like you're saying, and draws those people to you. So why else do women become global business connectors? Maybe because they want more doors open, but what else?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I've got some sound bites, right, from several of our connectors. So I'm just going to kind of read through some of these sound bites of what they've said in their own words of why they value the role and why they stepped into it and what they're getting out of it. So I'll just go through them. One of our connectors says, a key element I enjoy is that I can open up opportunities for my local community to connect globally and to support and promote like-minded women in business. Another lady says, I was looking for an extra piece to fit into my existing business. The connector role has been a perfect fit. It's given me profile and leverage, as well as access to a global community. It's taken my passion for networking and empowering women to a whole new level. Somebody else says that I embrace the leadership opportunity right away. It has had enormous impact on elevating my capability, capacity, and empowerment skills. It goes on and on. I've had the privilege to connect with amazing women from all over the world. It's grown my visibility and my leadership and ability to serve my local community. So everybody, what we love about it is everybody has a different why for stepping into it. And we want to work with your why. We want to work with your personality and your style and really customize the opportunity so that it actually fits into your business model, so that it's integrated into your business model and that it's a natural fit, so that it's an enhancer to it, so that it works hand in hand, and it becomes part of your business, essentially.
Yeah, I love all those comments. That just makes me want to, get together with all these women too. And the leadership opportunity there is great. Just a question that came into my mind is like, well, does this take a lot of time from somebody to be a global business connector? Is there how does it impact their current time?
That's a really good question. So it does take time, because building your business takes time, right? And so the Global Business Connector opportunity is really it would be part of the marketing arm of your business. And so whatever you're doing right now for marketing and however much time you spend on marketing, that's essentially the time that you're spending to be visible, create visibility opportunities, generate conversations with people. So it's not designed to be an added piece that happens kind of on the side of your desk. It's integrated as part of the time you would normally take to market yourself and your business, and to have discovery calls and consultation conversations with prospects.
I love that answer, because so many women forget to market. They forget to put a plan out there to grow their business, to set their vision, to connect with the right people, to be clear on their brand. And what I'm getting is that's what the Global Business Connector program will help them do. And it's kind of their marketing program on autopilot in a way. They don't have to do a lot of the structural. You've got that. They just have to fill in the blanks, so to speak, or you have a step-by-step system they can follow to market their business, and while leveraging the organization, a global organization. Would that be accurate?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's interesting because, today we hosted an event, a global networking event in Europe, UK, and Australia, and we had women in from 9 countries. And, we filled the room and we had breakouts and we had intentional, showcases and, showcasing your expertise and business spotlights and all of that good stuff. And the amazing opportunity that the Global Business Connectors have to host and co-host and support these events is that they are helping to fill the room. They are helping to lead and create the experience. They are they have an opportunity to then follow up with prospects. And we have a system that we teach and that we train on that shows them how to do that. And to be quite honest, it can, if you're doing it correctly and you're following the system, it's overwhelming. The number I was sharing with Gail, that we almost can't keep up with the number of leads that we have created and the opportunities for follow-up and the opportunity for nurturing connections and having additional conversations, because women are really craving and that connection. And so having the event as a platform to gather women, that's step 1. And then step 2 is nurturing those relationships, having the deeper conversation. That's where, all the opportunities and the gold comes into it. So it's really exciting. It's a really exciting opportunity. And for women who have been going at it alone, or, just tired of that, or know that they don't want to go at it alone, this is a really good opportunity, because we're doing it as a team, and it takes the team to pull this off. So
I think that's where we're finding the most success, is when we're just talking about marketing plans. To your point, Laura, we have these conversations at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, where people set plans, but often they're not followed through, because when we go at it on our own, we can easily get distracted or demotivated. And when you're on a team, and you have a team that you're working together with, and you're held accountable, and you're supporting others, and people are encouraging you, I mean, it's all that added together is success. So it's one of the biggest pieces for really helping and supporting and promoting the Global Business Connectors. Their business seem to just move forward, and we have watched them evolve and do great things. So really proud of the women that are in there and how they're just showing up. We get compliments on them all the time, how polished they seem and how great. So teamwork is definitely the secret sauce in this.
I love that. So if someone wants to, they're like, okay, now how do I check out this Global Business Connector program? Is there a space for me? What should they do?
Well, we're having an info session. It'll be the only one this year where we're doing a call for Global Business Connectors. We're opening up. It's an application process. But first, what we want to hold is a community information session. So just come as you are. Michela and myself will go through all the elements of the program, take a deeper dive, and then be there to answer your questions. So whatever you want to, and just have that conversation around it. After that, if you think it's something that you're interested in, or maybe now, we do have an application process, and that you'll fill that out. What that application process leads you to is a one-on-one conversation with me, where we talk about you, your business, what do you want to see for yourself. And if we have a fit, we'll move from there. So it's quite easy. So September 14th is the information session. It'll be held on Zoom. It'll be at 11 a.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. UK time. So we'll send that out in the newsletter. So keep your eye open for it. Please register, and would love to see you there and explore this with you.
Yeah, and to register for the info session, there's a bit.ly link. It's bit.ly/GBC September 14. GBC September 14. Or get on our newsletter. Like Gail, you just said, you can go to SpeakerSuccessPlan.com and download our Speaker Success Plan. That'll put you on the newsletter list, and you'll get the link in your email first thing Monday morning. And we'd love to have you there. And I'm going to bring Michela on as well. And this has just been so fun to learn about the Global Business Connector program, go deep dive and really understand that it's really a process for one's existing business to enhance what they're doing and then become known in the local community as well as a global community, right? So it's super exciting. And I've been to those networking events, and I just can't wait for the next one. You know, every time one's over, it's like the community that's there, the support I feel, the connections I've made. So like you said, so many leads, right? Michela is like, what are we going to do with this?
Yes, exactly. And you know, that's what it's all about, right? Building connections and building relationships and being able to further those into opportunities, you know, to support one another and to work together, to collaborate, to connect. That's what it's all about. And so at the end of the day, that's really what we're doing is, you know, creating a space, providing an opportunity for you to meet people, like-minded people, so that you can take those relationships to the next level.
Well, in that note, thank you so much. Gail, do you want to leave us with any final thoughts about the September 14th info session?
Well, come on out, you know, just come on out and check it out. And at the very least, let's connect on it, just because we want to move into our 2023 with a good plan, and we really want to help support you and promote you. And if this is a good fit for you, I can promise you it will absolutely catapult you towards your goals in a really supportive way. So come check it out, September 14th. Let's chat and we'll take it from there.
We'll see you September 14th, 11 a.m. Pacific. And, you know, let's catapult into 2023, your business, your connections, and turn things around for you, or enhance them and allow you to give back and enhance others' lives. So we'll see you there next week. And also we'll be back after that with another edition of the WSA TV show, introducing you to some more premier women here. Thanks, Gail. Thanks, Michela.
Thanks, Laura.